ABC 7 First Alert now. The wind today, yes, is a factor, but certainly it's more about that rain. So when we're looking outside right now, you can see these winds gusting 28 miles per hour in El Paso, 30 miles per hour in Las Cruces. We actually are seeing it worse here towards the western half of the mountains. If you're on the east side of El Paso, you may not be dealing with this wind at all. 61 degrees here. You can see it's coming from the southeast, 21 mile per hour right there. And overall, we expect that to stay fairly steady here for the next several hours. You'll notice there, at least through 6 o'clock, we're going to be dealing with these strong gusty winds. So keep that in mind. If you are heading out the door later this afternoon, it's certainly going to be gusting out there. Definitely want that jacket. But again, we'll keep an eye on this for you here. I've got a complete check on when that rain is moving in coming up in just a few minutes. Let's take a break from these headlines. We're on that ABC 7 First Alert now. Shelby, you were outside earlier. You had
I was outside this morning and it was blowing my hair all around. That's why it kind of looks a little messy today, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do,
That's
right?
absolutely right. You know, if you are heading out, the hat is a good call. It's going to be gusting here for the next few hours. The first alert, though, really for this wind and the big drop in temperatures with some rain heading our way on Sunday. So expect the wind to last for the next few hours. You'll notice here temperatures, they have gone up. So even though it's a little bit warmer than where we've been, not going to feel like that when you walk outside with these temperatures in the low 60s across the board. We've got 63 for Deming, 61 El Paso, a little bit cooler in Cloudcroft, but they were at 28 degrees to start the day. So I think they'll take those temperatures warming up slowly for us. 65 degrees here for our afternoon highs. So we won't climb a whole lot more. Just be prepared for a windy start and a windy continuation. Those winds will finally die down here for the end of the day. Now, the first alert certainly in effect here through Sunday. That is because of these rain chances. 70% shot of rain here heading our direction. Be prepared for that. Certainly not going to be something we want to see. We'll continue to monitor this for you. I'll let you know exactly how much rain we're talking about. That's coming up in that full forecast in just a few minutes. Yeah, especially here on the west side of town. East side is not quite as bad. That's because of the mountains, the way it's set up. You'll get a little bit stronger gust on this side. So be prepared for that. Right now, it is looking a little gusty, certainly is the way to call it. If you look at our Storm Track Weather Net sites here at the station, it looks like we're getting in that 28 mile per hour gust. Same thing there for Putnam Elementary. And then just up, the worst of it is going to be around Trans Mountain. So if you've got those high profile vehicles there trying to make it through Trans Mountain, could be a little dicey today. Haven't had any reports of anything major. We're just now getting to the worst of that wind. So be ready for that as you head out the door. Now, the good news is plenty of sunshine, and that's really not going to go anywhere for us. It really started to burn off this cloud cover for us. It'll be off and on, a few clouds here and there, but overall a quiet start and a quiet Friday before we start seeing the rain moves in. So we keep those wind gusts around, as I mentioned, through the next really several hours. Once we make it to about 6 o'clock, the sun goes down. We'll quiet down big time. Let's go ahead and take a look at that future track. Right now, not bad for the rest of the day, as I mentioned. The sunshine hanging around. We're going to see those clouds move back in overnight briefly before we wake up tomorrow. Sun is shining. The winds have calmed down. This is all due to an area of high pressure that's hanging around in the panhandle of Texas. It tracks off to the east as it does. We're going to lighten up these winds and we're going to clear out. But then Saturday night, here comes our first showers. Terrible timing, of course, as we have Monster Jam going on. And it looks like it will rain off and on all day. Right now, we're still looking at about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. You combine that with having to set the clocks forward and you lose that hour of sleep. I might just sleep in here on Sunday, I'll tell you that much. 65 degrees, so temperature's a little bit cooler. Saturday right now looks almost perfect if you want to get outside to get some yard work done, get anything cleaned up that you need to. Not a whole lot of difference here between Las Cruces and El Paso. 63 degrees there, waking up on Sunday. For the rest of the week, remember, we do have that first alert in effect right there for Sunday, that rain coming in. Still a decent chance that we're going to have it at least in the morning and then get another round for the afternoon. So that's what we're really looking at there. Heading into next week, we quiet right on down. We're down into those 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Just slight chances of showers. We should dry out a little bit there for next week. Shelby, in things off, we're on that ABC 7 First Alert. We've got that rain heading our way Sunday. Watch out for that. Everything else looks great, Shelby. It's just have the umbrella.
It'll be fine. Just a little bit of rain won't hurt. Thanks for joining us.